everyone, thanks for joining me today. Before we get started, I just have a couple of things. One, this is not the video I promised you. I realized after I posted the video that I had misspoke, and that video, the one that's going to be super exciting and cool, is going to go live on Thursday the 1st, so be sure to watch out for that. Two, I am doing a live recording, which I don't usually do anymore, so if you hear snoring in the background, that is actually my dog. She is a bulldog with pretty severe breathing problems, and she snores even when she's awake. So even when my house is quiet, it's never really quiet, so that's why I mostly do voiceovers in my videos. So for today's video, I wanted to do something just kind of quick. I promised you a video, so I wanted to deliver. And I mentioned a few videos ago that I really love playing with resin. And for my birthday this year, my husband got me a Sophie and Toffee Elves box subscription. I thought it would be fun to do an unboxing because it came in the mail a couple days ago. I am super excited to open this up. I haven't been able to. It's been sitting in my craft room taunting me, and I've been saving it for this, and I had to get my craft desk clean after my last big project to be able to do that, so I'm super excited to dive in. If you are not familiar with Sophie and Toffee, I will leave a link in the description box with a coupon I think I have that I can give you guys for a certain percentage off your first order. I'm not sure what that entails, but I will put it in the description box when this video goes live. So let's jump in and see what's in the box. So this is the Good Vibes box from June, and this is just a booklet that has what's included in the kit, and we don't want any spoilers, so I'm going to set that aside. On the top of the box here are silicone molds for making incense. Sorry if that's crinkling. This is the first time using this mic, so I don't know how much the background noise is going to be, so if it's bad, I'm so sorry. Let's see, let's pop this out. So these are 3 different incense holders for the stick type of incense. It has the hole here that you would stick the stick into. It has supports on the back so that when you lay it, it stays nice and flat and isn't going to collapse when the weight of the resin is in there. There is a Phases of the Moon one in the middle, a plain one here, and this one has a star pattern. So cool. I love Sophie and Toffee's packaging. The front of the box has holographic print on it, and it's just a super pretty box with the sakura flowers. But I thought, the first time I ordered from them, I thought this was so cool. They're packaging peanuts. These are the Echo ones that will disintegrate in water, but they're colored. So these ones are different shades of green. I've had purple and pinks in my packaging, and it's stupid, it's packaging, but it's fun when you make it like pleasing to the eye. So I appreciate the extra effort that they put into their packaging. So we have another silicone mold here. This one is for a candle holder, and I did see a sneak peek of this one. It's a lotus flower. It is a clear silicone mold. You could use this with UV resin. This one too, you can use it with UV resin or 2-part resin. Because this one is so thick, I would not recommend using UV resin for this one. You would have to do it in several layers to make sure it cured correctly, like tiny thin layers. So it would probably take 8 to 10 different layers to actually cure this one correctly with UV resin. The thing about UV resin that I don't know if a lot of people know, because I've seen a lot of videos where people are using it on thicker molds, If it doesn't cure correctly, you might not know that. It might feel like it is solidified and be cured, but it will remain in a form that has molecules small enough to penetrate your skin. When that happens, you can get something called contact dermatitis. And what happens is your body essentially sees this foreign thing and sends antibodies to attack it and get it out of your body. And eventually, it becomes so sensitive that anytime that touches your skin, it will send up a huge, basically allergic reaction. And I've seen people who their nails would fall off if they had a UV or had a gel polish manicure, or also became sensitive to things like nail glue, which is super glue. So you want to be super careful. It might not seem like a big deal, like having undercured resin in a candle holder, but over time, it can do things to your body that you're just really not going to enjoy. So for thicker molds like this, you definitely want to use a 2-part resin if you can, or just be super, super careful if you're using UV resin to pour super thin layers and make sure that they get cured all the way through. So cool, super cute lotus blossom candle holder after my public service announcement there. Let's see, we have Micas in black, blue, and lavender, and these are all 5 grams. So that's enough to make several resin projects. I can tell you too, I'm smelling something coming out of this, not something like chemically, it's something nice like incense-y. So I'm not sure what that is. Oh, now I see what it is. Now that I pulled that out, here, we'll do this. This is scented UV resin, and it is scented in vanilla. And I can smell it kind of permeating throughout the box, and it smells very nice. It doesn't smell like vanilla sugar or anything like that. It smells like incense. Just a warm, nice note. This is for a 36 watt UV light is recommended, a 2-minute cure. I do believe that this is a hard resin, so it will harden up and not be spongy. And right on the instructions here, it does say curing thickness less than 5 millimeters. So that's probably a good rule of thumb when you're using UV resin, is to keep your layers under 5 millimeters. I'm going to pop the top off of this and actually smell it. Oh yeah, that smells really good. It's surprising. I wouldn't expect resin to actually smell nice. So that'll be interesting to use in some of these projects. Okay, this is another UV resin. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. Looks like, let me pop this open, see if there are English instructions. Not on the bottle. Everything is in Japanese. And not in the printed instructions, so that's concerning a touch, but it's UV resin, so I'm assuming it has like a 2 to 3 minute cure per layer. So this so far has come with 2 different resins. They're both UV resin. We have another mold. Oh, cool, cool. So cool. Hold on, let me get this out of the packaging. These are for worry stones. I don't know, is my camera picking it up? Yeah. So they're indents in the mold where you can, when you make it, you can use it to rub your thumb or finger against. It's a sensory thing. These are so pretty. In different shapes. We have an egg shape, a heart, an oval, and these two, a fan shape, I guess. Cat eye. I don't know what shape that is. These are super cool. I have, my youngest has some sensory issues, so I want to make one of these and see if they like it. So I'm excited about that. Another silicone mold. This looks like, yeah, it makes like a jewelry dish or just a shallow dish to put things in. I used to know the name of this shape. It's the hand shape with the eye in the center, but I don't remember what the name of it is anymore. So that'll be fun to play with. These are films. So I think it's a film and not like a water decal. The films, you cut out the pieces and encase it in between layers of resin. These are all like mandala type shapes in a holographic silver print. This is a iridescent pigment. It looks like a purple, blue, green shift. For this, if you're not familiar with how with resin and how to use it, you can add this straight to your resin, or you can use the applicator to polish the inside of your mold with the color, and then pour the resin on top of it. And then these are little gold flecks. They're pretty chunky, like they feel like stone consistency. It's definitely not a glitter. They're chunky pieces of gold to encase in your resin. And then this is the last one. These are bezels. And again, if you're familiar with resin, you already know this, but if you're not, the bezel charms, you put it on a piece of tape and then fill the cells in the charm with resin, with like UV resin. So we have is that the lotus position? Bring this up, see if you can see it. That one. The hand thing that I've forgotten the name of again. We're still Tree of Life. Lotus. This one. Hopefully you can see those. It's really hard to tell in my viewfinder. And that is the end of the box. So here, let me throw all these in. Okay, so now we can pop open the booklet that came with. So the booklet says this is a UV resin from Japan. It is minimal shrinkage resin. That's a problem with UV resins, is they tend to shrink when they're curing. So this one has minimal shrinkage, so that will be interesting to use. It says to cure this for a little longer than you normally would, at least 2 minutes on each side. So, and then the worry stones, the bezels, the two types of UV resin. Yes, the Sacred Geometry design film. Hamsa hand silicone mold, lotus candle, color shift pigment powder, the mica powders, crushed gold glass. So this chunky bit, these are pieces of glass. And then the vanilla scented LED resin, and the incense holder. And then next month's box is the Fairy Garden. I'm really excited about this one. My husband got me a 3-month subscription, so I'm getting this one next. This is going to be so much fun for the miniatures that I do. It's really, really cool. Be sure to check out the link in the description box and go look at this, because I think if you're into miniatures at all, it's kind of a must-have kit. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to me. I have a big thing coming out on Thursday, July 1st. It is a collab with John's Mini World. We are super excited about it, and I can't wait till that goes live. I'm going to be doing a premiere, so I will be in chat when it first premieres, and I want to talk to you guys, and I am so excited. So please join me on the 1st for that. And until then, stay sane.